All right, guys, the score here, I probably got it wrong. I have 21-10 here. I think I'm correct. But we have a lot of questions here, and I guess I'm going to go through all of them right here after this football game because left us all kind of feeling funny. We are continue to be worried about tight end. I didn't see anything in that game to make me think that we're going to be fine at tight end or whatever. Jarwin made a couple of catches. Swain made a couple of catches, a catch and run or whatever. But I'm still really worried about it. I mean, there was one, I can't remember which one, didn't get separation on one pass from Dak in the end zone. But I'm really not seeing anything that I can get excited about with our tight ends. Another position is safety. I've been holding fort. They're still playing. Oh, good gracious. They're about to score us again. It's 21-13, not 21-10. It's 21-13. But the safety position, I was holding off on the Earl talk and all this kind of stuff. But when I saw my boy Xavier Woods get run over like that, and then after he got run over, then he pulled his hamstring, which is one of those injuries that could linger or whatever. So now it's like Frazier and now this injury and Heath, and I just don't know where we are at safety, guys. I have as many question marks at safety as I do at tight end. And now I have just as many questions about backup quarterback. Cooper Rush still showed that same arm strength. He was floating the ball. He had a worse outing this week than he did last week. And if you put Cooper Rush out there, in my opinion, I don't know how you feel, but in my opinion, if you put Cooper Rush out there versus real first-ring talent, it's going to be as ugly as we have seen. It's going to be the Whedon, Kellen Moore days even more. So I'm worried about that. Mike White, I was hoping to see more out of Mike White, but he impressed me in training camp with his arm, and you see his arm strength out here. I mean, that ball is just jumping out of Mike White's hand, but he doesn't have his pocket presence need to work. He's way too little. He took that one hit and felt it forever. So he's got to get bigger. There's a lot. I'm hopeful for Mike White. I'm really hopeful for Mike White, but he has a lot of work that he has to do before we can put him in live action. So our backup quarterback, when we go into the season, if we go in with Cooper Rush and Mike White as our backup quarterbacks, if we have to face it, that would be one of the things that Jason Garrett would have to answer for if he doesn't have a good season, is because Dak Prescott got hurt. It'll be very similar to when I was talking to everyone about Chaz Green. I'm going to bring him up in a minute. When he saw Chaz Green, who was getting killed out there with second and third stringers, when you saw Chaz Green getting killed in real time and getting Dak Prescott murdered in a real game and didn't give any help and didn't do anything, things like that are going to rear its ugly head on the other side of this season if Jason Garrett does not have a good season. I'm rooting for Jason Garrett like crazy because I don't want to go through no transition. I don't want to go through any of that. I want it to work out the way it is and us move forward and bring winning back to Dallas or whatnot. Did I say bring something back? Oh my goodness. All right, bring a winning back to America's team. But Chaz Green, he's probably got to go. I mean, he looks broken. Nate Newton said he was broken. It was just Chaz. We don't want to see any more Chaz. At running back, Darius Jack. I have to talk about something good after that. Let's see, anything else? Xavier Woods. One more bad. I'm going to bring up all the bad stuff before I say anything good. Cornerbacks Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis, both of them. I know we're rooting for Jordan. Brown is an athletic freak or whatever. We need both of them to play better than they're playing. Both of them. I mean, we're wanting Jordan Lewis to be much better than he's doing, and he's not. So Cheeto, time to go to the good. That catch from Cheeto. That interception, I don't need to see anything else from Cheeto this preseason. Him and Byron Jones one I think I brought up on and thing. Those are two smart guys, extremely smart, like 4.0 type guys, like smart guys that are playing corners. So that's awesome. So he was a good point. And also with Darius Jackson, number 44. I don't know, man. Darius Jackson was one of my pet cats here in Dallas when we drafted him. I love Darius Jackson, and I was one of the many Cowboy fans that were like gutted when he was, I think he was robbed from our practice squad, but when he left the Cowboys. So I'm glad he's back, and I'm seeing the stuff that I was excited about with him in the first place. So we'll see what happens. All right, next preseason game, we're going to see more. I still don't want to see Zeke, the Zach Martin injury. I know we're worried about that. It kind of worried me, but we see him on the sidelines. But I'm worried about the injuries and the drama. The drama for this season is minimum right now, and I don't want any injury drama to come up. I mean, I'm good with the way things are going, so I don't need to see everybody. I'm ready for the game to start. All right, guys, I'll holler at you. Peace out. Let me find my cursor. Hold on. I'm on another thing. Hold on. All right, now. Peace out.